Why are people nostalgic for a time that they never got to experience? For most of the 20th century, people assumed that the future would look completely different to the world around them. Back to the Future Part 2 imagined flying cars by 2015. Even ordinary spaces were designed with a sense of possibility. This Nike store from the 90s showcased products through transparent tubes, surrounded by the cinematic blue hue we now associate with the future. It was still a shop, but it felt like someone had tried to imagine what shopping could become. Compare that with most stores today, which are essentially white rooms designed to move you towards a checkout. I mean, even fashion is fixated on looking backwards. Every few seasons, another decade returns as a style reference. Brands re-release archive pieces, while younger audiences dress in clothing inspired by eras they never experienced. The cultural theorist Mark Fisher believed this loss of imagination was connected to something called capitalist realism. The belief that capitalism is no longer treated as one economic system among many, and it gets treated like reality itself. We can imagine AI replacing human labor, or climate change making parts of the planet inhabitable, but suggesting organizing society around anything other than profit, and political commentators will treat you like you're proposing the end of civilization. The damage created by the current system is presented as unfortunate but unavoidable, and any alternative is presented as naive or dangerous. Fisher argued that one cultural consequence of this was the slow cancellation of the future. He wasn't saying that technology had stopped advancing or nothing new was being created. His argument was that culture had lost its ability to imagine a future that felt meaningfully different from the present. Capitalism hasn't stopped us from imagining. It's actually restricted what we're allowed to imagine. New phones every year, faster deliveries, and shiny new products are realistic because they leave the structure underneath them untouched. An archive revival is easy to approve because the reference already has recognition and an audience waiting to buy it. An unfamiliar idea must prove its value before anyone else has experienced it. That doesn't mean returning to the past is creatively bankrupt though. Maybe they really did figure out the perfect outfit in the 90s. A good pair of jeans and the right jacket don't suddenly stop working because 30 years have passed. Gentle Monster also proves that ambitious world building still exists. Its stores use robots, sculpture, and surreal installations to make buying glasses feel like entering another universe. But even this imagination becomes acceptable because it can be converted into attention and sales. So maybe people aren't nostalgic for the past. They're nostalgic for a time when the future still felt worth imagining. And we've been taught that the only realistic futures are the ones that somebody can sell back to us.